All right, we have Athens, FBCLB, and Temple are going to go at it. Athens, FBCLB, and Temple are going to go at it. And we have Kettle with a bye. So Kettle's in the top three. Athens, FBCLB, and Temple are going to go at it. We have those three teams competing. They're in the top four. Fifth place for Falls, which if you would have said coming out of the round robin they would have been fifth, I think they would have been happy. Of course, now they're not, and rightly so. They improved greatly and did a great job. So here we are sitting. We've got three teams. We've got Athens, FBCLB, and Temple. Athens and Temple are made out of much the same mold. You've got one really, really strong quizzer. In the case of Athens, that's Calvin. In the case of Temple, that's Grant. I think Grant's a slightly better individual quizzer, and I also think that Athens consistently quizzes much, much smarter. FBCLB is built differently than those two teams. Not to say they don't have good quizzers, because they do. They have really good quizzers, but I think they're a much more balanced team. They get contributions from at least four quizzers in most quizzes. I think they have a number of good quizzers. I think in some, depending upon how you look at it, who might be the best or whatever. But they are built differently, and so we're going to see the building. Is a team better built? I mean, obviously conclusions can be drawn from a lot of different circumstances, but is a team better built as a eclectic group, or is it better built based on the back of one superstar? So that's something fun to watch, and so you're going to see these three teams line up. It looks like Athens is going towards I don't know where they are, either in the middle or the right. So that's the deal. We are going to give you some bonus coverage of the Division 2. Division 2 bonus coverage coming your way. And here it is. I don't think we have the audio to go with this, so let's see how Matt's play-by-play skills are. I don't have the score, but we do have the teams there. Those are the top three. You've got... we're looking at the quizzers from behind, and it looks like the score is 120 to 80 to 100. So going into the air zone, it's relatively close. The 120 would be that team on the far he's answering now. We have Kettle is closest to us. They're on the bottom of the scoreboard. And let's see what else we got here. All right. Looks like McQuanago's in the middle. There's Prissy from Kettle getting up. And correct. So score is now 110 to 80 to 120. 4 questions to go. You're looking live at bonus coverage of Division 2 in the fireplace room. We don't have the audio, but we do have me talking, which is that's a double whammy. Not only do you not get the audio of the quiz, but you get it. It looks like that is... Oh, man. Really, really... It's tough when you don't know what they're saying. But... Okay, that's Fall standing up. They had 110, and it looks like Pastor Scott asked him to repeat himself. Looks like he's thinking about it, and he said no. So it's 100 to 70 to 120. It looks like we're going to get a free question to Kettle. And let's see. All right. Pastor Scott encouraging the teams before he's asking the free question, perhaps. A little smirk. You have Mrs. Fuller talking to Mr. Swaffer. And they're hearing the question, it looks like. Discussing. Prissy stands up on the free question. And she gives an answer. Thinking about it. Oh, she dropped her name tag, picked it up before finishing her answer. Now she's going to sit down. And all right. Looks like we have a timeout, so we're going to go away from bonus coverage. The score again is Falls Avalanche 100, Mukwonago 70, Kettle Moraine 120. Question looks like question 18 or 19. You can get that. You can get this feed with audio on the Facebook feed. We're going to go back to our main thing, which is the Elite Division. Take it away, the Doug.
We are down to 4 teams now, and there will be no more buys after this. Kettle will come back in and join the high and the middle winner, and whoever loses, you have done an exceptional job. Unfortunately, someone will be in that position. 4th place, though, at this tournament is not bad by any means. And I want to just state that we've all gotten here different ways. Kettle got here by staying undefeated the longest. No, Athens stayed undefeated the longest. And I think, what did you guys just need to put pressure on yourselves? Didn't I hear that? Did y'all lose the first quiz?
Yeah.
So y'all had to win like 42 in a row or something like that? So, and others got their losses kind of in a staggered approach. Temple has survived a few now too. So we're crawling. Yes. All right. Question number 1. Let me just see all 15 lights. Okay. Question number 1. Question. Who in James number 3, Ananias?
Who in James? The prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord. For an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
No, sorry. Careful. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question. Who in James 4 were they? Number 3, Grant.
God.
I'm sorry. I don't even think Carl Wood could have figured out how to turn God into the devil. So. I would have loved to have seen him figure that one out. But anyway.
God's enemy,
All
the
right.
devil.
Free question for Athens. What are beautiful in Romans 10?
Feed them that preach the gospel of peace.
The feet of them that preach the gospel of peace.
I'm sorry. It's more than that. You've got to finish out the statement and bring glad tidings of good things. That's the finish of it. Okay? Yes. Yeah. You guys slide your chairs this way. I noticed in several quizzes they're starting to. I think it is. You know, it's a lot easier because I think earlier today there was like some guy that was spelling, but here's some small and great. So, it was actually seat number 5 from Kettle with the water sitting on the seat that scared everybody away, and they started moving. So. Okay. Here we go. Question number 1. Question. Who shall also, number 3, Kate Cowell.
B, who shall also be the creature.
No, I'm sorry, that's an error. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Number 4, Stevie.
He that raised up Christ from the dead.
That is correct.
Good God.
Recognize. Toss-up question, or excuse me, let's try this again. Let's go to question number 2. Question number 2, question. In James 1, why did he, number 1, Nicole,
That that
sorry, it's called time.
Get your word.
Take it off.
Careful, Long Beach.
Y'all made an error on that as well, right? Free question now.
No.
All right, I'm sorry.
We made on, error on the last.
Oh, that's right. All right, toss-up question remaining teams. Number 4,
That we should be a kind of first fruits of his creatures.
that is correct.
yeah.
It's fine.
Question number 3 is a finish these verses question. There are 2 of them. Finish these verses. 4, Stephen?
For he that in these things serveth Christ is acceptable to God and approved of men. Let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace and things wherewith we may edify one another.
No, I'm sorry.
Arizona.
Toss-up question remaining teams. Question. Finish these verses. There are 2 of them. For to be number 3.
For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be.
Correct.
Good job.
Question number 4. Question. Why was it made known, number 3, Calvin?
4. To all nations for the obedience of faith.
20.
Good job. Good job, brother.
Question 5 is a reference question. Question. What are ye to render, number 3, Grant?
To every man according to his deeds.
No, I'm sorry. Toss-up question remaining teams. Number 2, Ellen.
Need to render according to Romans. To all their dues. Tribute to whom tribute is due. Custom to whom custom. Fear to whom fear. Honor to whom honor.
That is correct.
Good job. Good job.
Question number 6. Question number 6. Question. With what are ships? Number 1, Carson.
With a very small helm.
20. Question number 7. According to Romans 6:19, how, number 1, Carson.
619, how? Uncleanness into iniquity unto iniquity.
Sorry, that's an error. Toss-up question remaining teams. Question. According to Romans 6:19, how have ye, number 4, Stephen.
Have he yield? Remember servants to uncleanness and to iniquity unto iniquity.
That is correct.
Good job, guys.
Good job.
You guys, come on, focus, please.
Question number 8 is a finish this verse question. Question. Finish this verse. And how? Number 3, Grant.
And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things.
Correct?
Get off the chair, let's get off the chair.
Question number 9. Question. After whom? Number 1, Carson.
After Adam.
Sorry, I have to call time. Toss-up question remaining teams. Question. After whom in Romans 3, number 3, Calvin.
After whom in Romans 3. Have.
Question was after Hill, Romans 3, none C. Free question. This is for First Baptist, according to Romans 12:12, and what were they patient?
In tribulation.
Number 1, Nicole?
In tribulation.
Correct. 10. Time out for Athens, and we'll be repeating question 9.
Okay, a really quick start for FPCLB and for Temple. So FPCLB and Temple get off to a fast start. Athens, not so fast to start. They're down 50 points to both teams. This is where you need Calvin to get 1 or 2 in a row. I know Calvin likes to kind of stay in there and not quiz out too soon, but this is really where this is the exact situation where you have a number 1 quizzer. Why you need that number 1 quizzer to perform like a number 1 quizzer in a situation just like this. So that's what we got here. We've got Athens down 50 points to both teams, still in it, but I think they need Calvin to go on a little bit of a run here. 70-70-20. We're going to turn it back over to the Doug. Take it away, the Doug.
This is question number 9 repeated. It's a reference question. Question. Who are blessed according to number 4? Adrian?
The man that endureth temptation.
No, I'm sorry. Toss up question remaining teams. Question number 3.
They, whose iniquities are forgiven and whose sins are covered.
That is correct.
Good job. Guys, focus. Recognize, guys. Recognize.
Question number 10. Question. On what wise, number 3, Grant?
On this wise,
Sorry. Okay. Toss up question remaining teams. Number 4, Stephen.
On this wise, say not in thy heart. We shall ascend to heaven, that is to bring Christ down from above.
Come on, please.
This is a big question for FPCLB. If they get this, they'll have 110 at the halfway point of the quiz and be very safe. If they miss it, which they did,
You were there, but
Athens gets a free
you don't.
question.
Partial reference, the full reference, you'd have been good.
Oregon.
Okay. Who gets a free question? Okay, Athens. According to Romans 4:25, for what was he raised again? Number 1,
For our justification.
that's correct.
All right, the quiz just tightened up, 60, 80,
Question
30.
number 10 repeated, score is 60, 80, 30.
Focus.
Everyone's in the air zone. Question 10 repeated. Question. According to James 2:23, what was number 3, Calvin?
Abraham, he was called the friend of God.
That's correct. Question 11.
Halfway
Question.
point.
What were a 4, number 3, Grant?
In Romans,
Sorry? Toss-up question remaining. Number 2, Nick.
Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
No, I'm sorry. The question was, "4 compared unto glory," in Romans 9. Vessels of mercy. 3 questions. According to Romans 8:5, who mind the things of the Spirit?
They that are after the Spirit. They that are after the Spirit.
Rihanna?
They that are after the Spirit.
That's correct.
We're good.
Long Beach, you gotta focus, man. You gotta focus.
Time out for Temple. Okay, we're gonna repeat 11. And we still aren't down to 3, so we're gonna
Okay. Here we go. We have FPCLB has put themselves in a good position. They have 80 or 90 points, and then Temple at 15 Athens. And Temple and Athens are built similarly. They have one strong quizzer. Both those strong quizzers, Grant and Calvin, have 2 questions correct. Whereas you look at FPCLB, everyone has answered a question correctly. And so now some of those have been free questions because they're just capitalizing off the errors of others. But 90 points, they're looking very solid at the halfway point, and the other 2 teams 50-40. Let's see how it goes. We're going to turn it over to the Doug. Take it away, the Doug.
All right, question number 11, repeated. Question. Why are we to take number 3, Calvin?
4. For if God spared not the natural branches, you need to take heed, lest he spare not thee also.
A moment, please. That is correct.
Yes, sir. Perfect. Run it, brother, run it. It's good, simple.
let's go, we're in this.
Question number 12. To quote this verse question. Question. Quote Romans 14, number 3.
For to this end, Christ both died and rose and revived, that he might be Lord both of the dead and living.
No, I'm sorry. Toss-up question remaining teams. Question. Quote this verse. Quote Romans 14, 12. Number 1. Carson.
12. So then every one of us shall give account of himself to God.
You got it. Good job. Question number 13 is a quote this verse question. Question. Quote Romans 12, 13. Number 4, Stephen.
Distributing to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality.
You got it.
Good job. Good job.
Yes,
Question number 14. Question. According to Romans 2:29, in number 4, Stephen.
In the Spirit.
Sorry, that's an error. Toss-up question. I have a foul on Athens. Toss-up question. A foul on Athens again. Toss-up question. Have a foul on Temple. Toss-up question number 2, Nick.
In the letter.
That is correct.
Yes, sir. Guys, gotta focus. Let's go.
Question number 15. Question. According to Romans 15:15, how, number 3, Calvin.
Have. As putting you in mind. I have written the more boldly unto you in some sort as putting you in mind.
That's correct.
Yes, sir. Great, Calvin. Two more.
All right. We're already all there, but we will continue in the air zone. Question 16. Our score is, and we do have one extra. Hopefully we don't need it, but we might. Okay, we have a score right now of Temple 70, First Baptist 90, Athens 100.
Let's finish this. Let's go.
Thanks. Question number 16. Question. What shall bow, number 1, Carson?
Every knee.
20. 90, 90, 100, question 17. According to Romans 7:25, what, number 3, Calvin?
I. I myself serve the law of God. With the mind, I myself serve the law of God.
That is correct. Yes!
Okay, Athens, if they sit, has clinched a middle win.
Question 18.
If they sit, has clinched a middle win.
120. Timeout for Athens.
All right, I am confident that Athens is telling their quizzers, hey, you've just won it. Sit down. Do not get up. If they sit and they don't err, they're guaranteed a middle win. It's 90-90 between FBCLB and Temple. There's 3 questions left. Theoretically, one of the teams will get 2 of them, get up to 130, get the high win, which is meaningless in this particular situation, high or middle. And the other team will have 110 and get the low. So congratulations to Athens. Don't be stupid. And I've said all year, Athens is the smartest quizzing team. So I don't expect that to change. I expect them to quiz smart, to stay out. And we're now going to turn it over to the Doug. Take it away, the Doug.
All right. Question number 18. Question. According to Romans 1:3, who, Grant?
Jesus Christ the Lord.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question. According to Romans 1:3, who was made, number 4, Stephen?
His Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord.
That is
Good
correct.
job.
May I please make an appeal?
Yes.
I believe that there's only one Jesus Christ who's our Lord, and so I believe that since I said Jesus Christ our Lord, that's clearly specifying who he is, and so I believe that my answer should be correct.
Well, one of the key rules is just about in every quiz rule book I've ever seen is that when it talks about the names of God, you're supposed to say them the way they are in the verse. Especially when it's a full reference question, which it was. If it had been partial reference, I would have almost definitely given it to you. But as a full reference, no, sorry. Okay, question number 19. Question. What were many made, number 1, Carson?
Sinners.
That is correct.
Okay. Right there. Just get this.
Question number 20. Our score is Temple 100, First Baptist 110, Athens 120. Question. According to Romans 12:7 on number 4.
Honor ministry.
That is correct.
All right, down goes Temple.
All right. So
Temple's fourth
I know
place.
it probably doesn't matter, but we do have a tie score, so hang on. We got to do a tiebreaker question.
Sit down, guys. Sit down.
Temple, unfortunately,
No, it should be 130. They won.
it is 120. He's fixing it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's my fault. Quiz is over.
All right, Temple gets fourth place. Great 2 days for Temple. We're going to need to pause 10 seconds for station identification. We're going to come back and we're going to preview the final three. This is CITV.